everyone, and welcome to the August 1st Sewer Commissioners meeting. Just want to let everyone know this meeting is being recorded and broadcast on local cable. And thank you everyone for being here tonight. We are going to go through the agenda, and as we speak about the two different projects, we'll ask the applicant to come to the table in case we have any questions, and we'll ask you to introduce yourself as well. So with that, the first item on the agenda is 566 Washington Street. And bear with me as I just get here. So we have Frank Calora is changing the use of his property at 566 Washington Street. Mr. Calora is converting a portion of this property into a laundromat. The existing building is currently occupied and was assessed 4 SBUs, 1 for each storefront, as part of the Queeset Sewer Project. It is recommended that 566 Washington Street be assessed a privilege fee equivalent to 1 additional SBU or $19,837 for this change in use. Connor, did you want to add anything to that, or?
The applicant was notified that this item would be on the agenda tonight. I don't know if they're here. We did not hear a confirmation back, but this is a...
Frank?
Yes.
Come on out.
Hello.
Hi, if you just want to introduce.
Frank Calora, I'm one of the owners of the laundromat and the property.
Okay, great, thank you. So just for the people at home, we issue betterments when we have new sewer designated in a particular area. Sometimes if people want to buy excess capacity for a change in use, then we, as the sewer commissioners, we ask for a privilege fee to do that, or if somebody wasn't tied into the sewer before, a new business comes on, some new construction, we would ask them to tie in with a privilege fee as well. So in this case, because the use changed to a laundromat, we're going to be assessing 1 SBU, which is $19,837 for this change in use.
And that's the privileged portion?
Yes.
Yep. Now, there's a betterment that was assessed originally?
The betterment was assessed, yes, for 4 SBUs for that storefront, those storefronts.
Yep. And that's based on the usage. I don't have current usage on the laundromat to date because it just opened technically, well, it opened in June.
Mm-hmm.
So we just about have about a month, I guess. It does a month and a little bit more since it's been open.
Well, the usage is based on a formula, Connor?
The memo from DPW indicates that, yes, so at the time of the betterment being assessed, it's based on a variety of factors, the zoning, the historical water use at a building, but in this case, with the privilege fee, you look at what they were assessed for the betterment at the time of a project, and then if there's a change in use, Public Works and other town departments will look at the use change and compare that against the initial betterment to determine whether or not any additional kind of permanent flow would be associated with that, and in this case, that's what the memo from DPW indicates. Mr. Calora supplied documentation that estimates additional water use there, which would lead to 1 SBU.
And that document was based on our projected use at what we felt would be a cap.
Yep.
And we're just getting out of the gate at this point. We haven't quite gotten a basis as to where we may be, or whether we're, it's really just a shot in the dark in terms of, hoping to be even at that number. And we're just crawling at this point. So what we would like to do is ask for some grace period to see some numbers that the actual usage is getting to the point.
Well, it's not just the estimated usage, though. When they look at that, it's also the capacity for usage, so it's the type of business that it is also.
Right, I mean, these are prospective looking, so once this privilege fee and increased use is voted, that's capacity that you permanently have. It's not based necessarily on an exact amount you're going to use on any given day. If the town had a good way to look at it is to look at how betterments work when you're building a sewer project generally. Even if someone is not to tie into the sewer at all, they're still assessed a betterment under state law for their proportional capacity that they're entitled to use, whether or not they do use it. So in this case, because of the change of use to a more water-intensive use, it's reasonable to anticipate that there would be additional sewer flow created, and you would have that capacity. It would, whether or not it's legal, I'm not certain, but just from an administrative standpoint, it would be untenable for us to effectively let folks proceed at risk with consuming an additional portion of sewer when their neighbors in the district paid a prospective fee for their access to a proportional share of its costs, and then having to later go back and attempt to, at that point, extract a privilege fee for use that's already occurring. So I understand and appreciate your perspective, but under the fee schedule the board and town meeting adopted, this is the method that it's levied.
Okay.
Thank you. So we'll be voting on that betterment tonight, and when does this go into effect, Connor?
Privilege fees are effective the day that they're voted. We send a notice out afterwards administratively and work with the property owner.
Okay. Any questions from the board?
No.
Any comments? We do want to thank you for bringing your business to Easton, and we hope it's very successful for you.
We do too. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, would somebody like to make a motion to assess a privilege fee equivalent to one additional SBU or $19,837 for the change in use at 566 Washington Street?
So moved, Barger.
Second, Stebbins.
Bodger and Stebbins, all in favor? Unanimous. Thank you. All right, next we have 20 South Street. Bill Humphrey is proposing to construct a subdivision on his property at 20 South Street. This property was not part of the original betterment project, but was voted into the Five Corners Sewer District at the November 30th, 2020 special town meeting. The planning board voted to approve 20 South Street, which is referred to as Old Forge Commons. Special permit flexible development number 20-209 on July 11th, 2022. This is recommended that the 20 South Street be assessed a privilege fee equivalent to 20 SBUs, which is one SBU per single family home, or $396,740 for this change in use. That betterment calculation is consistent with the betterments that were approved and voted on for the other single-family homes in that district.
Okay, thank you. Bill Humphrey, 23 Mullen Lane, now 11 Center Street. It's going to be my office. I'm going to be working out of my wife's office. With the betterment fee on this, will that be, my question is it when I do the application for each building permit for a home? That's how it's typically done in most towns. I know Easton does not, this is new for sewer for new construction. So would it be part of doing like that? Typically you pay a water fee or whatever when you're doing your permit process. Could it be that way, so I don't have to come up with that amount of money right away?
That's a good question. Would defer to DPW directors that fine as the permits are sought for each individual property.
Yeah, as long as it's done prior. to
Okay.
each-
So with the permit process, we could,
Yes.
so I know this is new in town.
This is not new. A project of your size is, which
Yeah.
we're excited about, and thank you. But this is a unique situation, but
And we're very excited about it.
good.
Yeah.
So, sure, I think provided that it's understood clearly that what the total SBU privilege is for the development,
Yeah.
that's fine with us.
Okay, that was my only question.
Okay, terrific. Any questions from the board? Right, okay. We'll be taking the vote, but I also want to thank you for choosing Easton to build those homes. As we see on the news everywhere, every newspaper we read and this board talks about, we are in need of housing. The kind of housing that is appropriate for our community, and to have a hometown builder be a part of that solution is really great, so thank you very much.
You should be thanking also the planning board was the one who approached me on it.
Yep, they've
And-
done an amazing job.
Yeah, they did a great job on it, because it's a great concept. And you finally have a parcel that fits it so well.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I appreciate you mentioning that, and you're right, they do deserve a lot of credit.
They do.
The Director of Planning and Economic Development, Stephanie Danielson, is here too, and she plays a great role in that, so I appreciate that recognition for them. All right, who would like to make a motion to assess a privilege fee equivalent to 20 SBUs, which is one single betterment unit per family home, or $396,740 for this change in use?
So moved, Barger.
Second, Stebbins.
Roger Stebbins, all in favor? Unanimous.
thank you.
Excellent. Thank
Good
you.
evening.
And last on the agenda is the acceptance of minutes from March 14th, 2022.
So moved, Barger.
Second, Stebbins.
Barger and Stebbins, all in favor? Unanimous. Great. If there's no other business, could I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Stebbins.
Barger, second, Barger.
Stebbins and Barger, you're just
Throwing
doing
off
that to throw
Michael.
Michael off on the minutes. All in favor? Unanimous. Excellent.
Thank you.